It's a sense of pride for the Highland Mint in Melbourne, Florida. This year marks 29 years of making the coin used each Super Bowl at kickoff.
The game doesn't start without us.
The design comes straight from the NFL, tailored to the game's location.
This year, being in Tampa Bay, you have the logos of the two teams separated by waves. And you have the commissioner's signature on the other side with the Super Bowl logo. So it's a special coin.
The coins are then minted and numbered. The first 100 going to the league. Then about 10,000 others are made for the fans.
Virginia Maldonado's dream to become a hairstylist was 10 years in the making. Her fourth time taking the state exam, she passed in early 2020.
You know, she was like one of the very few stylists that as soon as we put in the chair was getting booked and booked and booked and booked.
When the pandemic hit, her dream would be put on hold. She was back to being a stay-at-home mom for her two boys. When the new normal emerged with masks and social distancing, she officially got to work at the Black Sheep Salon in Jensen Beach.
May 14th, to be exact. I remember that day. It was my first day.
Well, you know, Virginia's only worked here during COVID, so really, the masks is everything that she knows.
Her work speaks for itself. Most of her clients find her on social media.
Wow, I finally found you, but I didn't know you were deaf.
That's her interpreter talking, Jill O'Leary. According to Johns Hopkins University, 1 in 5 Americans have hearing loss. What's already somewhat of a communication divide, masks helped it grow even wider.
Honestly, I don't like the masks because I have a hard time, seeing the client's lips.
Clear masks help some, but they're far from perfect.
Clear mask? It gets really fogged up, so it's even hard for me to see the lips at that time, too.
Virginia has adapted by either writing back and forth on her phone or getting a safe distance away so they can drop their masks. She also has some clients that speak her primary language.
You can still see some of the wreckage from where a teen crashed his car over the holiday weekend here on Camino Real. Next to this broken light pole, a memorial grows by the day, paying tribute to the lives lost. 2 of the victims were just 13 years old.
I was here when there was no flowers, and it's just crazy to see how much there is now because it just really shows how many people cared about them.
Friends of Brielle Snowden came to the scene of the crash today, leaving photos, flowers, and letters for the 13-year-old.
I'm so sorry this happened to you. You deserve so much more than this.
Brielle's best friend, Juliana, shared with us the words she wishes she could tell Brielle now.
Watch over us, baby. I will never forget you. I will live for you and make you happy.
Friends remember Brielle as always smiling, happiest at the beach, playing soccer, and hanging out with friends.
She had an amazing smile that, was contagious.
The boat is sitting on old A1A, which is now turned into a reef. So it's a rock that the boat is sitting on.
This boat carrying 29 migrants from Haiti sent out a distress signal summoning the help of local and federal law enforcement early Monday morning. The Haitians were detained, and their ride has been stuck here ever since, leaking fuel.
This is still here at our beach. It's still leaking diesel. It's still destroying the environment.
Kaylee Gucker lives nearby and has been smelling the fuel since Monday. She's been trying and so far failing to find out when the boat would be gone.
Everyone keeps telling us to call another number. It's somebody else's responsibility.
And as the days go by, more fuel dumps into the Atlantic.
What's wild to me is that people get fined for leaving lights on right now during turtle season, but there's a boat leaking gas and oil right in front, right in the ocean on a reef, and no one's doing anything about it.
Looking to utilize services here at the Flash Bus, it's a pretty simple process. All you need to do is bring your used syringes in a sealed container, hand it off to an organizer, and he will provide you new syringes on a one-to-one exchange.
We spoke to infectious disease specialist Dr. Katanga Camino to learn more about how viruses, specifically COVID-19, mutates. He says viruses need a host to survive, and they adapt to their host.
Wellington High's graduation, where they were able to do it in person, but only with friends and family over in this room and all the graduating seniors over in this room. Before graduation, we caught up with 2 seniors who stood out.
The bill doesn't come without strict restrictions. It requires that restaurants hand out the alcohol in a concealed container. Anyone taking that mixed drink into a car must make sure it's placed in a locked compartment or the back seat. That way, the drink is out of reach from the driver.